Hello, lovely listeners, and good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Jill. I'm right next to her, you guys.
We're sitting in the same room.
This doesn't get to happen very often.
It hasn't happened in over a year for our
Yeah.
dailies. Yeah.
So, we are in this room together because we are going to start doing a little bit longer podcasts. But more to come with that. Today's message. I give a little teaser there. Today's message. Jill gets to witness this one firsthand.
Oh yeah, it's been interesting as usual. Kim and I have been having some chats beforehand, tuning in.
Yeah.
And Kim's got a very special skill coming through today.
Right before Jill walked in, I started getting like dizzy. I don't get dizzy very often. And it was just interesting. I didn't want to judge it or anything like that. I just call it interesting. I recognized there was some dizziness around. Whatever, I kept going about my day. And then when Jill and I were sharing different things that were happening in life, the dizziness got very overwhelming. And it was like the room was spinning. My eyes were seeing everything like spinning. It was interesting. So,
well, that's her perspective.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her going, oh my goodness, I need to stop talking and let her just be. As she's kind of so overwhelmed by the dizziness, I see her, she sits down. You were standing at one point, you sat down, you closed your eyes, you just very much went like within, and then it got very silent, and I just like held space, if you will. And was just like curiously observing what Kim was up to. And I'm like watching her going, what is she doing? This is so fun to experience. It wasn't the dizziness isn't what I mean by fun. How you were embracing it in a way.
Yes.
And me watching you was fun. So I'm like, she just took dizziness and all of a sudden you said it too. You're like, this is fun. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness. Kim might be one of the only people I know who says dizziness is fun. But I knew what you were saying because you go ahead and explain.
Yeah, it was really cool. I could tell that you were holding space. The fact that you went silence. This is something that if you are in a room with somebody who is not feeling well, sometimes that silence is actually very golden. It's actually very powerful for that person, not to try to sit there and say, did you do this? Did you try that? Da, 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 da. Like you, Jill, just held the space. That was super crazy important. So I just want to say, first off, if you were in a room or with somebody else who's just not feeling good, sometimes just sitting there and intentionally sending them love, not speaking, not judging them, just like, here you go, and being quiet and just being with them is crazy powerful. And then on my level, I just sat there, and when I tend to close my eyes when I do energy healing. So I just basically went within. And when I say within is that I felt my energy myself, but I also felt like then the dizziness around me. Like I felt it in front of my face, almost in front of my eyes. And I got this feeling like I need to integrate the two.
So it was more like you were sensing it more as though it was kind of just outside of you. But just around, like very close, like touching your nose, your eyes, your head. Like it was, I don't know if it was actually touching you, but it was that close to you.
And you can like feel it in the head. But it wasn't like integrated into the body, the essence.
Okay.
So I sat there and I just basically witnessed this energy around, and I was not fearful of it. What do we want to do right away is we want to judge it. We want to think ill feelings, like, am I coming down with something? And it was like I shoved all that thought out of there, and I got, oh, let's bring it in. Like, I'm okay. Like, I am totally okay to embrace this dizziness. I'm going to call it dizziness. I'm going to embrace this energy. What's there to fear? There's not any fear with this. So I was bringing it, and I created like a spinning motion so I could tell where it was. And I brought it into the head, the top of the head, and I started pulling it down into my body, this dizziness. And as I started doing that, I felt like little weird pings throughout my body. Didn't touch them. I just recognized that there was a little bit of a sensation in, say, my wrists, had some in my stomach, in my legs, just like odd little spots. I'm just say a sensation. I don't even want to call it pain. It was just a sensation. And then bringing it down in my head. And this is all happening super fast, by the way. As I'm saying it, I'm like, you're taking a lot longer than what it was. But bringing it down. And as I was doing that, I was changing the spins into going in. It's so weird because how do I describe it? Like I went into the spins and I could see it very colorful. And it was like it was in the clouds and everything was like, I see a lot of pastel colors, a lot of bright colors, and I could just see them gently swirling. And I was able to say like, oh, swirls they're just colors. And then the colors started being more still. The colors that were moving around, they just got to be like more like, oh, there's pink over here, there's blue over here. Like you just kind of recognize that. And they had like a soft little flow. And I'm like, flows are good. Like I like flow. I didn't like it was coming in a little fast. Like you can slow it down a little bit. So got it to slow down. Jill, you've done this with your headaches before.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, I
And
have.
so it's like I got it to slow down, and then I was like bringing it down into my head, and I was bringing it down, and I got like a sense of sadness. Like my eyes started to water, and I just felt like sadness, but not any reason why. I didn't sit there and think, oh, I'm sad today. It was more like I could just feel that coming in, and I was okay with it. And I was started bringing it into my body. And the more I did that, the less I felt it, the more I just felt at peace. And like the spins would go away.
You got to a point where you said, this is fun.
Yeah.
And then you described, you said that you were, the reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes when we get so deep into this stuff, we actually don't record it in our conscious mind, right? So kind of remembering it can be a little challenging.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not like trying to tell Kim's story. I'm
Right.
sharing what I saw, her experience. And then you said that you felt one with it.
Yeah.
I feel one. That's where you said there's no judgment. It's not good. It's not bad. And it was really, and you were like, this is really fun.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, wow, Kim's here. This is a special skill Kim has. Any one of us can access it for sure.
Yes.
But you have practiced this for years where you call yourself out on amping things up that don't serve you.
Yep.
So you could have amped up the dizziness. You could have gotten yourself to the point where, you would have had to say lay down for a while or for the morning, possibly for the day, who knows, but you catch yourself very early on. And to me, that's what you did. I want to point out to you, Kim, you said no ill feelings. To me, that's a key word. You didn't add ill feelings to it. You actually added curiosity.
Yep.
This is Kim's special skill. Curiosity, but the special skill is fun.
Yeah.
Who brings fun to dizziness? I'll tell you who does. Kim does.
Oh, what are we doing now? What are we creating now? Like, oh, okay.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here going, I made her dizzy.
Nobody makes anybody feel anything.
Yeah.
So it just like in the moment, there was something that was brought to my attention to create a different shift.
Yeah.
To create a different flow.
Now, I think as we're like revisiting this experience, what's coming to me, Kim, is something that I've heard recently that was there's a lot of very soft, quiet messages that are going to come our way. You spoke about someone recently who described a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And the breakthrough wasn't this big, huge thing. It was very soft and quiet.
Yeah.
I think this might be one of 2026's themes here. This like soft, quiet message in this, like I feel like we're describing what is truly stillness.
Yes.
Okay. Our mind wants to say still means it's the absence of everything. It's just still. And to me, what you did there is you got you, Kim, still, which means then you became one with life and the experience, and yet there was still movement. Yeah. And that's when the movement became really fun. Then you started playing with the fun. So it's this interesting like paradox of what stillness is. It's not stopping everything. It's not like, as I even say stillness, can my hands go like this and I want to like control and stop everything? Like that's what we've kind of been taught.
Good.
And you're doing this like special skill of here's what stillness is. You can make being dizzy now becomes entertaining and fun because you actually transformed it from being dizzy to being dizzy, bad, don't like this, ill feelings, stop, can't stand this, resist it. You transformed it from that to, again, Kim's special skill. Wow, this is fun.
Yep.
This being dizzy was fun. You were entertained by the colors, by the movement, by the energy. You also talked about it moving from your head down into your body, and it was continuing to move into like your throat, your heart.
Yep. And it went back up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she's making some hand movements here that are about a really cool energy class that we did last year. There was more in that to come, but so there's some cool stuff brewing this year.
Yep, there really is. And with that change movement, there is some shifts that are going to come up in how we do our dailies also.
Yep.
So we're going to do a little bit more. The way it's coming to me is like a story time almost. So we're going to record our dailies kind of ahead of time, you could say, but they're going to be longer. They might be like a 30-minute daily, but we're going to break them apart. So say Monday, you get the start of the week long. So sometimes if you join in, say on a Wednesday and you're only hearing the Wednesday, it might be a little bit off. And you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. So it's going to be more of a storytelling.
But I also think it'll be perfect timing if you join on Wednesday too. Just roll with it. But yeah, so like if there's a 30-minute podcast, though, it will be presented though in short bites.
Yes.
Monday might be a 10-minute one. Tuesday might be 12. Wednesday, right? So collectively throughout the week, it will come to a balance of 30, 40, 50, maybe 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're not going to release the whole thing. So it's very similar to what we've been doing.
Yep.
But one thing that it'll do is it'll allow us to be in person.
Yep.
And there's a difference. It like amps it up. I love the remote, but it amps it up in person. Hopefully, we'll be able to improve sound quality.
Yeah.
Not that the other one was terrible. I mean, but we did get some feedback from people.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, we're fitting these in.
Yep.
And so now we're also carving out more specific time and space for them. We're hoping our listeners are going to do the same. But it's still going to be like, we're going to set the intention. We can maybe talk about this one week where we discuss time as a story theme.
Yeah.
Even if we record it today, the intention will be set that the message that comes for Thursday, Friday is the perfect match for that day. Because time really is something we get to play with. But again, another topic. But all right.
Oh. So, if you're somebody who is embracing some dizziness today, have fun with it. Like, I know it sounds really weird to say it that way, but it's entertaining to see what you can actually do.
So the keys, again, to making something that we judge as not fun, i.e. dizziness, was to stop judging it.
Yeah.
Stop pushing it away, which is another form of resisting.
Yep.
So you just literally, you embraced it. Quite honestly, you went to another level where you became one with this dizziness. Be with it. Simply be with it. Sounds so easy. It really is. It just takes a little undoing of all the things we were trained into doing.
Yep.
We were trained into judge dizziness as bad. I can't want this in my life. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The flu. A lot of people we know flu is going around. So what experiences happen with the flu? Okay, you might get a headache. Jill has lots of experience with that one. But you get a fever. So
you get dizzy.
Yep. So I tell people become one with, say, the heat, the fever. Think of that and like bring heat. Imagine heat all around you. Imagine like a furnace all around you. Bring it in towards you. Bring it inside. Fevers actually kill viruses, by the way.
There's a purpose for the fever.
Yep.
Be one with the fever.
Yes.
Don't be one with the ill feelings and the ill judgments you have about the fever.
Correct.
It sounds like a very subtle distinction. It's super easy to just set those things aside and go experience the fever, experience the dizziness, in the sense of its true essence, not the judgment and the resistance and the other things that we tend to layer on top of it.
Yep.
Those are what we'll call ill feelings. Bracket the ill feelings and just be with what's going on.
Yep. You will heal a lot faster.
Not faster. Ooh, self-healing. All right.
Thanks for sticking in with us. I know this is a longer one, but like we enjoyed it.
Multi-purpose. Message plus teaser about what's coming. So yeah, a little bit longer. We will well, thank you so much for listening. Kim and Jill, one harmonic whole, and we will be back with you again very soon. Till then.